Hello and welcome to this demo video. Before we get started, I'd just like to explain to you a few things which will relate to all of the basic range spreadsheets. Number one, there is a key on the intro and setup tab of all of the spreadsheets showing what the different color headers mean. The blue headers mean that the cell's formulated, so it's locked and you can't change it. The yellow headers are where you can input data, and occasionally there might be some gray headers, which is just a different kind of data input, but we'll include instructions as and when that happens. The other thing that you can be aware of is there are ways in which you can damage the spreadsheet. So please do take a look at the link where you see this image, which will take you to a web page to show you how to better preserve your spreadsheet. Please feel free to keep a blank version of the spreadsheet somewhere, so that if you do mess up a spreadsheet that you're using, you can in fact just open a new one, a blank one. And some of the spreadsheets only last for a year, and then you've got a blank one to start the following year. So do keep a blank copy as a backup somewhere. And lastly, wherever you see this image, you can click on it. It'll take you back to the store where you purchased this product to see if you've got anything, any more products. One last thing, to see a demo video, you can click on this on a link that looks like this in order to go to the demo video, but that'll take you to the most recent demo. If in fact we've done upgrades and you're using an older version and you'd like to see the demo relating to your version, then do click on the watch on YouTube link, which will take you to that specific video on YouTube. So I think that's all you need to know. So without further ado, let's move on to this demo video. Thank you.
Hello and welcome to this demo video for the simple profit and loss spreadsheet. I don't think I necessarily need to explain what a profit and loss spreadsheet is. It does what it says in the tin, really. It's pretty straightforward. So first and foremost, we just need to set it up for the financial year. So select whatever month your financial year starts on and select the input the year, 2018, for example, 2019. You can select the month from the drop-down list. Check those dates are correct. That should be a year's worth. Obviously, just keep a blank spreadsheet for the following year, so you can select the dates again and put select the month and put the new year in. Once you've done that, you've set it up. You can then go to the budgets versus actual. Now, I've obviously put some figures in here already, but really you can list up to 5 income categories. So you can name them. You can list, I think it's up to 25 expense categories, naming them. And then you can just put a value down next to each one for each month. So what you expect to get, these figures over here, first ones are your budget figures, and what you expect to pay, your budget figures here for your expenses. Per month, those months are set up as per your intro and setup tab. And then you'll see at the top here what kind of profit you should be making each month. And then when you come to entering actual figures, you enter them over here. So again, in your months, May through to April. And as you can see, when they'll turn to green if they're greater than if they exceed your budget, or they'll turn to red if they're below your budget. Not only that, but then also the same thing, it happens the other way around. If these are below your budget, they go green. If they're above your budget, they go red. So obviously green, good, red, bad, pretty straightforward. And then at the top here, you can see your actual actual profit per month. So that's obviously your income less your expenses. But then at the top, you can see a percentage. Now that percentage is what percentage of your budget did you actually hit that month. So here you can see we hit 121%, 108%, 10%, minus 10%, so on and so forth. I deliberately put that one in lower so you can see how it changes to red, because obviously you've made a loss there rather than the profit, and you've got a negative percentage. Here's the difference. This is your budget difference, i.e. your total budget income versus total budget expenses. So that's what you're expecting to earn, and that's what you've done over the year. Those are your totals. There's your actual and your budget. So they're both in the green. That one's greater than that, 101%. So that's all good. So that those all calculate for you. They change color for you. The totals at the top here calculate. All that calculates. It's really just putting in a value per category that you categorized for your income and expense. Putting down the value per month for your budget, and then the value per month for your actual. That's all you need to do. Everything else here calculates. And not only that, but then the report also calculates. Your report, you can see your budgeted income versus your actual income, and budgeted expenses versus actual expenses per month. You can also have a look at your annual totals. So it's really those figures as annual totals. You can see what's going on there over the year. each month, profit, profit, loss, profit, profit, so on and so forth over the month. This is a progressive chart of that. So it takes that total, adds that total, adds that total, adds that total. So you can see it progressive there. It takes a bit of a dip where it drops and then it progressively gets up. So this is a progressive profit not from that, profit and loss from that. Here you got your income, and you can see the blue is where your income according to the budget. So wherever there's green, you can see you've gone higher than what you expected. Wherever there's red, you can see you went lower than what's expected there. That line across there where the blue one is basically what you above the red, below the green. That line is what you budgeted. And again, the same for your expenses. So you can see where your expenses have gone. Your expenses have gone under. You can see when your expenses have gone over budget, and there you've got a bang on budget. So you've got all those graphs that automatically calculate, as well as your totals at the top and whatnot, these percentages. All you've got to put into these figures and itemize each category once you set up your year, and then do the same thing for the following year. So I hope that's been useful to you, and I hope that this really helps you with your business, and I wish you all the best. Thank you and goodbye.